Stanya.
Alive? You found her alive?
I did. Alive and well. Hiding with...
So, she's not one of our victims?
She is. She just managed to escape the killer. She said she was attacked on her way home from the baths. But when she walked by, someone grabbed her by the throat.
And how did she manage to...
She was holding an empty pitcher, and she smashed the killer.
Did she get a look at him? Did she take...
No, she didn't stop to find out.
And what about the blood in the bedroom?
She cut her hand on the broken pitcher. She didn't stay in her room for long. She said she returned from the baths in the evening regularly, and somebody knew exactly which way she would take.
You mean someone followed her beforehand to figure out where to ambush her?
Who knew that she went to the bar?
Apparently, everyone in the tavern. She also said she was sure it wasn't Mole. He may be a... Well, according to Stanya, the murderer had a terribly strong grip.
Doesn't almost every...
Depending on what they take in hand every day.
Except none of our suspects are miners or blacksmiths. According to Stanya, the murderer didn't say a word.
That's strange, right? I'd expect him to...
The only word he uttered was when she smashed him in the face with the pitcher. He said Scheisse.
So, we're looking for a German?
Even I say Scheiße sometimes, and I'm not German.
Besides that, she also recalled hearing two voices in the alley.
So we have a witness. Now, just a...
Or an accomplice. If I remember correctly,
I asked Stanya if she knew Prokop.
maybe she just doesn't remember him. Or he gave a different name.
I don't think Father Prokop is the type to frequent the worst tavern in...
Stanya admitted that she knows William. He flirted with her.
And that's probably why I wanted to kill her.
Well, perhaps, but Stanya doesn't think so. She's sure it wasn't William, and no matter what they say about it, and that's all that Stanya told.
I'm so glad that girl is a...
Me too. At least someone's had a little luck.
I don't think she'll come back. She's so scared now. I managed to find Zdena.
You found her? Is she alive too?
No,
And where did you find her?
pretty far away. Near the mill she used to... Someone caught her in the forest when she was coming home with a load of coin and killed her. I reckon she put up a hell of a fight. So the killer got nervous.
So he didn't strangle or
She'd been lying in the woods for a long time, so I couldn't really tell. But he definitely didn't hack her. Judging by what her accomplice said, she robbed someone good. And what's odd is when she was murdered, the killer left her basket of valuables.
So I reckon he didn't kill her.
She said someone followed her on horseback from Kuttenberg. She tried to lose it,
On horseback?
only as a wealthy type who never got to...
That doesn't fit in with the previous...
Father Prokop came looking for Zdena, and
What did he have in common with a thief?
he had also looked after her. But unlike Yarka, Zdena tried to rob young von Gro...
Von Grolle? Yarka worked...
That whole
Assumptions.
I'd say it's pretty obvious.
They just left the ring by her body?
It wasn't by her body. It was inside of it.
That's awful.
My mouth is starting...
So are my ears.
Come now, we're nearly there. We just need to find out...
I suspect one of the von Grollers.
What leads you to think that?
Are you sure it wasn't William?
Yarka was their maidservant until she started rebelling, right?
Yes. Do you think she was...
Perhaps the young lord?
That's possible.
Alice had a young and wealthy suitor. And young von Groller fits both to...
True, true.
Yarka was pregnant. And if the father was young von Groller...
Sakura.
But William could have fucked her too.
Zdena was followed by someone on a horse. Von Groller could afford a horse.
That's not so sure, is it?
But it certainly worsens the case.
Zdena robbed von Groller.
That's true.
It's all coming to...
And that's all I can pin on him.
So, do we agree that it was...
Well, old Von Groller can't do much now, can he?
So do we really agree that our most likely suspect is...
Aye. I agree.
I don't have a problem with it. Little rich boys are capable...
They'll just laugh at us without something more.
So, you want to search their house?
There's nothing else we can do. There must be a...
We have to find some evidence. None of our conjecture.
You could sneak in there.
Or break in.
Catherine, that's not necessary. The young lad wants to learn.
So I can either pretend to be a sawbones or a swordsman, or break in. That's a lot of options.
You're a clever lad.
What? You shouldn't be.
What?
You won't listen then. Very
There's-
well.
Come on then, let's sort this out.
We can work this out.
You won't come here, make...
I apologize.
All right, so run along. Out!
Is this the house of the Von Grull?
Yes?
I'm Henry of Skalitz. Master Menhard from Frankfurt.
I'm sorry, but I know nothing
Are
of...
you telling me I'm not expected? The Master Swordsman won't be...
No, this is surely my mistake, but isn't
When should I come then?
best before noon. The young master will be well rested. You good, sir.
A fine day.
You've come to train the young master. Please, come in. Go into the courtyard. I'll be with you, sir.
I'm all done in.
I must admit that I didn't expect anyone so soon.
Well, that's true. But we had an open...
But of course. It doesn't matter.
What do you mean?
She's always trying to keep me at home. Says I go out with ghosts.
Well, maybe a sword fighting lesson will help you.
Maybe. But first up, ready?
I'm not. I've only got a sharp weapon.
Really? You wanted to draw? Well, I can lend you one. But next... Ich reiß dir deinen Arsch auf!
Well, I hope the young lord is assured he has much to learn from me.
Yes,
And after a few lessons, you...
I hope so. I know the basics.
Excellent. That's enough for today. What type of weapon are you most interested in?
A sword, of course.
And what about a cleaver? Or a hunting sword?
Pah. A cleaver is... And a hunting sword? My father used to have a beautiful one.
And what about an axe?
No! Do you take me?
Have you ever killed any...
What kind of questions?
I meant in battle.
How else could you have meant it?
Enough small talk. I want you...
Yes.
time it'll be even better.
What the hell? That's hair. All kinds of brown. I bet it belonged to those dead girls. If this isn't proof, nothing is. I need to discuss that visit to the Von...
Excellent. Let's...
I think we were right. Something seriously...
Well, don't keep us in suspense.
You found something there, didn't you?
I certainly did. In the young...
What was it?
This. He had it in a chest. Locks of hair. All brown, but all a bit...
Hair? But that's not enough.
Why wouldn't it? He took them.
But nobody will believe us. We need more than just hair. A bloody dress or the murder weapon.
To be honest, I don't think we're going to find anything like that.
Damn it. We're fucked.
And what about 3 witnesses at once?
Where are you going to find 3 witnesses?
I don't yet, but... Look, we're all...
And how do you want to do that?
We'll set someone up.
You want to sacrifice someone?
No, nobody's going to get hurt.
The only one I can think of is Stanya. And I highly...
She won't have to. I'll do it.
But you haven't had anything to do with him. He'll see through it.
We'll wait until the lad's out of the house. Maybe we'll dress Catherine. When Hendel comes home and hears what happened, he'll come look...
I'll cause such a scene, they'll be took. Then we'll tell them.
If you say so. But where can we do it?
We can use one of the rooms here in the tavern. It has only one. You'll be hiding across the way. I repeat, at the right moment.
Don't worry, we won't take our eyes off.
Where's Hendel? I need to talk to him! Do you hear me? I have to talk to him about our wedding. I won't be left alone with his child.
What are you screeching about, you ninny? There's no Hendel here. Certainly not for the likes of you.
Do you hear that, folks? He fucks me from all sides. Gets me with child, and now he doesn't want to know me. Get rid of her. Disgrace. Oh, so a poor woman has to suffer because of a man's lust. As if it wasn't already bad enough before.
What lies are you spouting, you strumpet? Goodman Hendel never laid eyes on you. Besides, you're too old for him. Nobody will believe your lies.
Old am I? He came to me himself because he wanted a mature woman to breed with. And he never even pulled it out. And he filled me up like a wineskin. Suit yourself. I'll give you some time to think it over. But either you come up with an offer of marriage by evening, or first thing in the morning I'll go to the bailiff. And I'll be damn sure to get justice from him. It's open.
I've come to talk with you.
Where's Hendel?
Hendel, you wanton whore! Debauching my son! A nanny goat like you! The others were at least young, but you Christ, the trials I have to endure. A husband with both feet in the grave and a son who'll fuck anything with a hole in it. Slice her up so no one will recognize her, and in case what she says is true, gut her too.
Gutting, is it? I can help you with that.
Get that bitch, you fool!
Aye! And you get another right away! Eh? Catherine, we have to take her.
Catherine, wait!
What should I wait for? I'm gonna cut that bitch's throat.
How dare you? Hands off, you heretical scum!
Shut up.
Let her speak. I still don't understand what actually... I have some questions.
I'll tell you nothing, you serpent!
If you won't speak now, then the executioner will loosen your tongue. But why wait, right? I'll cut your ear off. Maybe both of...
No! Let me go!
Why did you do it, for Christ's sake?
Don't blaspheme, you heathen.
Come on, answer.
My husband, he drank a lot, ran around with whores, and
And why kill those girls?
I tried, but he wouldn't listen to me. He told me he wanted to sow his wild oats.
So your own son didn't listen to you? And you started killing the...
Who seduced him and emboldened him with their brazenness? If they wanted to whore themselves out, they'll pay for it in hell. But there's no way
And what about Hendel?
that I was taking care of his immortal soul and eliminating...
He's going to jump for joy. His mother a mad woman, and his servant a...
Speak politely to me.
Henry, if you have any more questions, you'd better ask them.
And what about the hair in Hendel's chest? You're trying to tell me he wasn't involved?
Well, he kept asking about those whores of his, so we always brought him a lock of...
He didn't find that strange?
Out of sight, out of mind. He always found some new harlot.
There was no blood where Alice was found.
That was up to Thaddeus. He told me something about... I only told him to cut them up.
Why?
Why? As a warning. So those whores knew what awaited them.
Do you realize you also killed girls who had nothing to do?
That's not possible. I saw them all with my...
And what about that alehouse wench?
That strumpet. I saw how she treated...
But she really had nothing to do with Hendel.
She wouldn't have smiled at him the way she did if she... And better sooner than later. That trollop in our service even got her.
And what about Zdenna? All she did was rob...
She fawned over him like all the others. He even gave her a ring. She deserved it. She was a thief.
I better stop asking questions.
Burn in hell, all of you.
What'll we do with her now?
Let's take her to the bailiff. She'll get justice.
We don't have to go anywhere.
But we can't do that. She has to go before the court.
Did you hear her? I mean, she hasn't got her head on straight.
Don't you dare judge me.
Shut your mouth, you sow. You judged and punished some random girls.
Our Lord directed me.
Do you hear that? And you want to let her live?
But that's not justice. It's murder. Henry, won't you say something?
I told you, don't you dare...
Put away that knife, Catherine.
Don't tell me you'd let her get away with it.
She's not going to get away with anything. She killed so many people.
That's right. We caught her in the act, and she's confessed to us.
Of course they can. It's I scratch your back, you scratch...
That won't happen.
You can't guarantee a thing. You're not the bailiff, and
She's right, though. We can't just let her out, and if not, then you can always go and pay her a visit, right?
all right then, you last of the righteous. Take that viper.
Don't worry.
Well, this was a lot stranger than I expected. Do you think we did the right thing?
I'm not Can we?
As you wish. But still, it was damned odd.
Aye, that it was.
Tell us, Lumiere.
Did it end well?
It ended well, and I didn't even tell any...
And how did it go? Did she try to blame it all on her...
Not at all. She started screaming how she hadn't done any...
Fucking shameless.
I think it's more likely she's gone mad from it all.
A sane person doesn't kill random women.
Exactly. And what do they plan to do with...
They're discussing it, and will surely continue to do so.
I told you so.
She won't escape punishment, and won't hurt anyone else again.
And what will you do now?
It's true I've made amends in the eyes of the law, but...
Won't you go back to drinking?
No, it didn't help anything, did it?
Don't fret. It was a terrible...
Yes. You helped me when I was...
Helping others is the best thing a person...
And what will you do, Catherine?
My work isn't done yet. I have to work in the tavern here, and then we'll see.
Do you think we could have done better?
Everything can always be done better.
Catherine is right. I'll still be kicking myself.
That's not entirely...
I'm talking about innocent people. No more...
Well...
Thank you, lad. You prevented...
I thank you both. Without you...
Here you are. As a keepsake.
Yes. Here is a reward, Henry.